In September 2010, Square Enix released Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep on the PlayStation Portable, and all was well with the universe. I say that because by this point in time, fans had already experienced Kingdom Hearts, Chain of Memories, Kingdom Hearts 2, Rechain of Memories, Coded, 358 over 2 days, all released on a variety of platforms. However, the PSP was left out. When Birth by Sleep was released, it played very similarly to Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, which most of the other games did not. So in a lot of ways, it was a return to form and on a system many PlayStation 2 fans already had. The game takes place roughly 10 years before the events of the original Kingdom Hearts and features Terra, Aqua, and Ven on their quest to protect the many worlds from the Unversed. There's much more to it than that, but it's enough to get things started. There are 3 playable scenarios, each challenging one of the 3 protagonists in different ways. Each has their own motivations for doing what they're doing, and ultimately completing all 3 scenarios rewards you with some fantastic goodies. The gameplay is very much like that seen in the first 2 numbered entries in the Kingdom Hearts series, as I already mentioned. You move from world to world, tackling local problems that will eventually lead to the larger issue coming into focus. While moving around the environments, enemies will pop up all around you, and you can easily take them out in style. One of the highlights of this series has always been its attention to detail and clean animation, and the same is true here. Regardless of which character you select, you can take out your enemies using your Keyblade or one of many different commands. Commands can be customized and are easily selected by using the D-pad to cycle through them. Once triggered with the triangle button, the command enters a cooldown phase, but the next command is automatically put into the active slot, which is very user-friendly. There is a staggering amount of commands you can purchase, acquire, or create, but I leave them for you to discover. There's also powerful shot lock moves which can be performed to take out a large group of enemies, dimension links or D-links which grant you access to abilities of other characters you meet in your journey, and so much more. The level of diversity and customization options is absolutely dizzying. Outside of combat, the usual complaint about Kingdom Hearts mini-games being lackluster is mostly not the case here. Yes, there are a few duds here and there, such as Rumble Racing, but for the most part, the mini-games tie into the storyline rather well and are fun to play. The biggest problem I have with Birth by Sleep is the fact that the lock-on camera isn't perfect, and will frequently lock onto a pot instead of an enemy. A second analog stick would have really assisted this game, but alas, the hardware prevented that. The audio-visual presentation is always impressive with this series, but again here, the worlds themselves are a bit bare bones. The characters look incredible, the voice acting is superb, and overall everything runs great. It's just that there's not much life in the worlds in which all the action takes place. I should also mention that the full 600 plus megabyte install of the game is really recommended to do away with a lot of the pesky load times, so just make sure you have a decent sized memory card. Overall, Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep is an impressive game that deserves to be played. It's available digitally and on UMD, so that means you can pick it up on either the PlayStation Portable or the PlayStation Vita, and I highly recommend you do so as it's one of the finest games on the platform.